Level 1. The Outsider. You are born in 1769 on an island that has just lost its freedom, Corsica. The war is over before you can understand it. French soldiers patrol roads where rebels once rode. The flag has changed. The future has changed. Your mother is pregnant with you while hiding from fighting in the mountains. You enter a world already conquered. Your family is respected enough to survive, but not powerful enough to matter. You learn this distinction early. The powerful shape history. Everyone else lives inside it. At 9 years old, you leave home for mainland France. The journey feels endless. Everything about you is wrong. Your accent, your name, your clothes. The boys at military school laugh before you finish speaking. You are poor among the wealthy, foreign among the French, alone among crowds. You stop trying to fit in. Instead, you watch, you study, you remember. The insults become fuel. The isolation becomes training. Years later, many of those boys will kneel before you. But for now, you are simply a lonely child, staring out a window and promising yourself something dangerous. One day, they will remember your name. Level 2. The Student. You are 15. While others chase friendships, you chase knowledge. History fills your desk. Maps cover your walls. Ancient conquerors become your companions. Alexander, Caesar, Hannibal. Dead men teaching lessons across centuries. You begin to notice something. Every empire looks permanent until it collapses. Every ruler looks invincible until someone proves otherwise. Power is not magic. It is structure, and structure can be broken. Mathematics becomes your favorite subject. Not because numbers are beautiful, because they are predictable. Battles are equations. Movement, distance, timing. Most people see chaos. You see patterns. At 16, you become an officer. Young, unknown, forgettable. But inside your mind, a machine is already forming. Patient, precise, waiting for opportunity. History rarely announces its arrival. It simply opens a door. Soon, one will open for you. Level 3. The Revolution. You are 24. France is collapsing. The old order is dying. Kings fall. Crowds rise. The streets run with fear and ambition. The French Revolution consumes everything around it. Most men see danger. You see possibility. At Toulon, a rebellion threatens the Republic. British ships fill the harbor. French commanders argue. They hesitate. You study the map. Hours pass. Then the answer appears. The enemy is not the city. The enemy is the harbor. Capture the guns controlling the harbor and everything changes. The plan works. The British withdraw. The city falls. Overnight, your name spreads through military circles. For the first time, people stop looking at your accent. They stop looking at your background. They start looking at your results. You are no longer invisible. And once history notices you, it becomes difficult for history to look away. Level 4. The Cannon Smoke. You are 26. Paris is on the edge of another uprising. Thousands march against the government. The leaders panic. They need someone willing to act. Not tomorrow, not after debate, now. The responsibility lands on your shoulders. You know what failure means. Prison, execution, oblivion. You position artillery in the streets. The crowd advances. Then comes the order. Cannon fire erupts. Smoke fills the city. The rebellion ends within hours. Some call it brutal, others call it necessary. The government calls it victory. You are promoted, rewarded, trusted. For the first time, real power comes within reach. You have learned a lesson that will follow you for the rest of your life. In moments of crisis, people do not follow the kindest leader. They follow the most decisive one. The path ahead is becoming clearer and much larger. Level 5. The Army of Italy. You are 27. The army of Italy is starving. Their uniforms are torn. Their boots are falling apart. Their morale is worse. Many commanders would see weakness. You see potential. You ride before the soldiers. You promise them glory, victory, riches, a future. Most importantly, you make them believe. Then you move. Fast, faster than anyone expects. You separate enemy armies before they can unite. Strike, move, strike again. Victory follows victory. The impossible becomes routine. Europe begins hearing your name. Newspapers print it. Governments fear it. Soldiers worship it. The young officer from Corsica is becoming something larger, a symbol, a myth. And myths are harder to defeat than men. Level 6, the crown. You are 35. France is exhausted. Years of revolution, years of chaos, years of uncertainty. People want stability. You offer it. One step at a time, power gathers around you. Then comes the day. The cathedral is filled. Nobles, generals, priests, dignitaries. The crown waits. Tradition says another man places it on your head. Tradition says authority comes from above. You disagree. You take the crown yourself. Then place it upon your own head. The message is unmistakable. No one made you. No one elevated you. No one gave you power. You seized it. At that moment, Napoleon Bonaparte dies. Emperor Napoleon is born. But every crown creates new enemies. And yours has just created an entire continent. Level 7, the masterpiece. You are 36. Europe unites against you. Austria, Russia, Britain. They believe numbers will defeat genius. They believe alliances will overwhelm ambition. At Austerlitz, you prove them wrong. The battlefield is covered by fog. Your army appears vulnerable. The enemy sees weakness, exactly as planned. You lure them forward, pull them into position, then strike. The attack is devastating. Entire armies collapse. Commanders panic, lines shatter. The battle ends. Historians will call it one of the greatest victories ever achieved. You stand among the aftermath. Thousands celebrate. Yet your attention is already elsewhere. Victory is addictive, and every triumph quietly increases the size of the next risk. Level 8, the Emperor of Europe. You are 40. Your influence stretches across the continent. Kings answer to you. Borders change because you say they should. Laws spread across nations carrying your signature. For a moment, it seems unstoppable. The dream is within reach. A Europe reshaped by your will. But power creates blind spots. Success creates confidence. Too much confidence creates something worse. The belief that the rules no longer apply to you. Warnings arrive. Advisors hesitate. Distances grow. Supply lines stretch. Still, you push forward. You have conquered everything placed before you. Why should the next challenge be different? History is preparing its answer, and it is buried beneath Russian snow. Level 9, the winter, you're 43. 600,000 men march east. It is one of the largest armies ever assembled. The campaign begins with certainty. It ends with silence. The Russians retreat. Fields burn. Food disappears. Villages vanish. The deeper you advance, the emptier the world becomes. Finally, Moscow stands before you. You enter the city. Victory should be here. Instead, flames consume the skyline. The city burns. No surrender comes. No peace arrives. Winter follows. Cold beyond imagination. Men freeze where they stand. Horses collapse. Supplies disappear. The retreat begins, then becomes a nightmare. Every mile costs lives. Every day costs thousands more. When the survivors finally return west, the Grand Army barely exists. The empire survives, but the illusion does not. For the first time, the world sees something shocking. Napoleon can lose. Level 10, the last horizon. You are 46. Waterloo, one final chance, one final battle, one final attempt to reclaim everything that slipped away. Rain falls across the battlefield. Hours matter, minutes matter, decisions matter. The fighting begins. At first, hope survives. Then cracks appear, then widen, then become impossible to ignore. The enemy holds. Reinforcements arrive, not yours. The momentum shifts. History shifts with it. By evening, the dream is over. The empire collapses. The emperor falls. You are sent across the ocean to a lonely island, Saint Helena, far from armies, far from politics, far from power. The man who once dictated the future of Europe now walks narrow paths overlooking endless water. Years pass. You reflect on victories, on mistakes, on ambition, on destiny. Then one day in 1821, your journey ends. No battlefield, no army, no empire, just silence. Yet something strange happens. You do not disappear, because some people rule countries, some rule generations, and a very rare few rule history itself. You arrived in France as an outsider no one respected. You left the world as a name no one could forget. The crown vanished, the empire vanished, the armies vanished, but the legend remained. And long after the cannons fell silent, history continued speaking your name, Napoleon.